have my desk lamp pointed up as a light. Happy Friday! Yay! Yesterday I went to my Tom Segura show last night. It was a full house. Lots of people. It was a good show. Had a good time. Got a good parking spot. Tried to look for my friend Gabe. Didn't spot him because I found out the night before he was going to be there too. And today on Facebook he said, I tried to look for you too, but I was very, very drunk. That's what he said. But we were on the opposite sides of the theater. He was on the other side from me. I was orchestra left and he was orchestra right. So our paths did not cross. And I did end up wearing my thermal, and I'm kind of glad I did. It was cool. I was comfortable. And then driving home, I really realized how crappy these glasses are. These glasses still are not the best. So I went up to the eye doctor today and had a troubleshoot with the girl, and she called me this afternoon and said, Doc, Monday happened to stop in, and we were talking about it, so I have an appointment to go see him. Not till the 27th. That's because I said I can't go Wednesday because I'll be out of town that day, so I'll go the following Wednesday. Because I guess there's only certain days he's in the office, so yeah. Because something has to change. I just want my vision to be more clear when I look out. Like, we were in row E last night at the show, which is like not 5 rows, but then there was like 4 or 5 up in the pits. So probably were like 9 or 10 rows from the stage, and their faces were still fuzzy to me. I couldn't see them clearly. And driving, last night was the first time I've driven at night in a very long time. And let me tell you, it was a blurry freaking mess. It's like everything past the front bumper of my van is just blurry. And there just has to be something something needs to be done, man. So, I'll see him. If all else fails, I can go back to my old glasses until then, or still try to wear these. I don't know. So that's my little bitching session. Then today, well, we went to the eye doctor, and then Dad didn't quite feel good, so he took a nap. When we were at the eye doctor, he goes, I don't feel so good. I'm like, okay, we'll go home so you can rest. So he took a long nap this afternoon, and he feels much better. And then he just went to go play cards. They're playing an hour later tonight because there was a funeral dinner at the Legion, and so they were bumped an hour. It's a guy, nobody knew him. He lived right next to the Legion, and apparently he used to come to the fish fries, but none of us know who he is. Usually if there's a funeral dinner at the Legion, we all know who it is. None of us who is this guy? None of us knew him. It's the most bizarre thing. Then tomorrow we're going to a benefit spaghetti dinner. One of our firefighters in our township had a stroke in March? Early March? I don't know. He had a stroke. Then he had another stroke. And they're going to have a benefit spaghetti dinner at the Firehouse. So we're going to go to that tomorrow. And of course Sunday, Easter Bunny. Hoppity, 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 hoppity. I'm making baked mac and cheese to take out to my aunt and uncle. Of course I will film while I'm out there, like I do every holiday, but the last few years the holidays out there have been very scant. Like we weren't there at, we were there at Thanksgiving, but there weren't very many of us there. We weren't there at Christmas because my uncle was sick in the hospital. So, I'm excited for that. The Monday is Dingus Day! A Dingus Day, a Dingus Day. So we're going to go, I'll get up and do my payroll in the morning when I get my hours. But then in the afternoon we're going to go to a couple places and have some like pierogi, Dingus Day stuff. Dingus Day food, which is like Polish food. A lot of homemade pierogies around then. So we're going to take a ride and have pierogies. But yeah. But now it's a Friday. What are you doing for your weekend? But I might record tomorrow. So I'm gonna take off, go find me some dinner, and chill in front of the TV for a bit. I gotta set up my recordings tonight to see. I gotta see if it's taping Dateland 2020. The cat just ran like something was trying to kill her. Don't you love when cats are just calm and all of a sudden it's like, you're like, what was that? Okay, bye. We just woke up Saturday morning. Got that call this morning that we did not want to get. My cousin Lou passed away during the night. So, Dad is upset and crying. It's just so sad. So sad. Because they live like 8 hours away. 7.5, 8 hours away. So I don't know if they're going to have a funeral or celebration of life later. I don't know anything that's happening yet. And I'm sure since it's Easter, they probably won't know anything until Monday. Alright. Happy Saturday. Just talked to my cousin, Missy, who is Lou's daughter. Talked to her for a few. Talked to Andy, her husband. Had to call my Aunt Kathy and tell her that Lou has passed. I told her I would do that for her. And so, it's been one of those days. Dad's crying on and off. But, yeah. Okay. I'll be back. We have made it outside. It's beautiful and sunny, but it's still only like 42 or 43 degrees, so I had to put my little thermal on just to stay warm. We're getting ready to head. We're at the post office now, and then we're heading to the fire department, township fire department, for the dinner, which starts in a few minutes. I'm sure it's going to be hectic there tonight. We wanted to get in when it started before it really got crazy. They have like silent auction stuff and raffle stuff and I don't know what all. But that's we'll go around the corner and go back out. We'll be going just north of town on Main Street. Alright. Bye. We're inside the Firehouse. Dad's over there putting stuff in for tickets and the raffle stuff. The food setup's back here. So, yeah, we're just getting here just started. Hello. Kitty's here. She's sniffing my water bottle. She's so thirsty, so I had to get me some Wawa. Wawa. The dinner at the Firehouse was really good. They were starting to pack in there. For sure. When we left, it was getting full. In my hand. They had like spaghetti with meat sauce, which was provided by the restaurant on top of the hill. Salad with dressings. Croutons. Then Parmesan cheese for your spaghetti. Oh, there's a chick serving toasted garlic bread. And then the dessert guy, they had like cupcakes or Texas sheet cake or cookies. And then drink area, like coffee, water, punch. They also had a soda vending machine. So then somebody I've known since I was a kid, because he grew up and his parents lived right next door to my grandma and grandpa Humphreys, and he turned 50 yesterday. So when he came in, I'm like, hello, 50-year-old man. He knows I turned 50 soon. I said, okay, now I get to wait for you to make fun of me. He goes, oh, I will. So he sat with Dad and I, and we talked about some old times, and told him about Bart being sick, because he knows Bart. Because Bart lives, well, right next to his mom and dad's little house. It was my grandma's property, but they sold some. So it was my aunt and uncle's house. But behind that is my cousin Bart's house. But mainly he lives at the storage unit place, because there's like a 2-bedroom apartment there. Because he owns a big storage facility. And so, because it was like my grandma, grandpa, then a driveway that went back to my aunt and uncle's house, because they used to live way back, and then Larry's mom and dad, and then his aunt and uncle, because Ed and Fred were twins, and they lived next door to each other. And Larry's dad was Fred, and then Ed, who was still alive, and then the next house down was Grandma Klein's house, which was Larry's grandma, not mine, but I only ever called her Grandma Klein. Larry lost his parents before COVID, probably 2018, very close together. I know his mom died right before Mother's Day, and then his dad died just a few months later, I think. So yeah, it was nice to see him and chitty chat, reminisce. I said, yeah, you're Grandma Klein and Aunt Juanita. They took me out back and showed me how to milk a goat. He goes, oh yeah, that's Grandma Klein of. So it was a nice time. They had a lot of nice auction stuff, a lot of gift certificates, some wine, a cooler with some beer. Dad just put all his tickets that he bought into where we get our oil changed at. He goes, I just put my tickets all in there. I kind of spread mine out because they had some stuff where there was a box and you put your ticket in there, and at the end of the night they would draw a winner and they call you if you want anything. And then there was a few at the end that were actual silent auctions where you wrote down your name and bid and then try to win it by the end of the night. I didn't get into any of those. There were only like 4 or 5. Like a chainsaw and some heavy duty boots. Stuff I would have no interest in. Are you laying on my water? Why? Why are you using my water? Okay. She probably wants to be in my water. But alright. I'm going to get my few clips together. Get you on the YouTubes, but not turn you on until tomorrow. So you'll see me Easter morning. So I hope you all have a great Easter. Bye.